What is going on, guys? We are back with another episode in our Nighthawks Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. It's about to be Week 11, coming off of a very impressive win over Washington. Of course, a team that has a lot of talent, but they just can't put it together. Of course, Patrick Mahomes, I don't know what it is about him when he plays us, but he just absolutely melts. And it's not like, oh, it's because we're built this way or because, this or the other thing. Other quarterbacks have smoked us. I mean, we've had quarterbacks that have not even like a tenth of his talent put up great games against us and even win, yet Mahomes is not a guy that can do that for some reason. He throws multiple pick sixes a game, it seems, against us. Tons of interceptions. I don't know what it is, but I suppose that's kind of irrelevant, as I believe that was the series sweep. And honestly, with the kind of downfall they've had, I don't know if we're going to be seeing them in the postseason, to be honest. So, I mean, I don't think it's really going to matter. Once again, they're 4-6. They're 3.5 games behind us, at least. I suppose there's other ways to get to the playoffs, but yeah, not a really good showing from them. We've had a bit of a streak for breakouts. Let's see if we can get another breakout for ourselves. And we cannot. We have focus player, which is obviously very important. As far as what we need the most, another lineman wouldn't hurt. A DT2, I mean, it's tough because Maddox shows promise at times, but at the same time, he's not really a pass rusher. And I feel like that's the best way to upgrade yourself, is becoming a good pass rusher. I also think it may be almost time to move on from Tyson Anderson. I know he had that really good game and he has so much potential, but block shedding sucks, which is, I mean, I don't know if it matters too much, but, he's just not really developing. Linebacker, I would say, is another thing. Carmichael, he has a little bit of potential, but he is a little on the slower side. His coverage is pretty awful. His block shedding isn't great. 2 linebackers wouldn't hurt. I really do like Jabril Cox, but, yeah, I mean, at the same time, he's not really developing. So, I mean, we'll see there as well. But I'd say at least a linebacker, at least a safety. Another corner wouldn't hurt. What else do we have? A center, perhaps. Everything else looks pretty good on the offensive line. Just need some time. Wide receivers. Oh, no, I forgot about Sky Moore. Our boy Sky Moore has that abdominal tear. So, I mean, maybe another wide receiver at some point. And, yeah, I mean, really, it's all, we kind of talked about the team while talking about replacing players on the team. Now we take a look at the Bills roster, who, of course, are at a pivotal 5-5. Of course, they have Malik Willis as backup. Zach Wilson, the strong-arm man at quarterback. He's got just good enough accuracies to kind of, throw anything in. Of course, DeAndre Swift is injured. Very solid running back. With Elijah Mitchell is not a bad backup either. So, I mean, you're kind of getting a great player regardless. Jerry Jeudy, they're number one. Good number one. Everyone else, though, is a little iffy. Pickens hasn't really developed for them. Jarvis Landry, Darren Waller, though, of course, a freaking talent and a half. Left tackle's great. Left guard's great. Center's iffy. Right guard's pretty great, and then right tackle's iffy. Left end, still in the league, surprisingly. Stephon Tuitt looking pretty good. Oh, Nick Bosa. DTs are a little iffy, but maybe right up the middle, perhaps? I don't even know what kind of defense. I guess it is a 4-3. Just weird to have Tuitt on the edge, but I guess just fast enough if you really needed to do it, which I guess they do. Both of their linebackers are old, but they are also X-Factor, so that is going to add a little bit of a challenge. Of course, Garyon Connolly is hurt. They do have this Donovan Rogers who looks pretty solid. Chidobe Awuzie is always a great player. They have Crossan, who's super fast. McKinney is great, and May is pretty great himself. So they do have a pretty decent team. That a 5-5 does seem pretty legitimate. Their deep pass game is actually pretty good. 72 passer rating, which is like pretty much equal to their medium, which obviously the further you throw, the more difficult it is. I'm going to go with deep defense. And then they're really good in the short game, so I think we should probably attack either the run or medium. I think their pass rush, it's really tough because their pass rush is good, which is going to limit our passing game, but at the same time, they're not really built for the middle of the field, right? This could be a game we lose. I mean, this is one of those teams that's just, like, nobody really talks about them, but they're able to just sneak up on you and do some damage. We got ourselves a pretty weak Brett Favre. We got a pretty weak wide receiver room here, but I do want to look at some bigger options, as right now, I mean, you see Sky Moore's down. Even with Sky Moore in, it is a very small wide receiver room. Obviously, you have Ferguson, who's 6'4", but If you added someone that was like 6'1 or 6'2, it'd feel a little bit better about it. Obviously, the tight ends are pretty big, but those are tight ends at the end of the day. I mean, they're kind of supposed to be, but yeah, I mean, I'm fine with maybe those guys if any of them are decent. Chris Paul, unfortunately, he's still out, but it doesn't really matter because he's kind of been replaced. Might be able to get a decent draft pick off of him, though. Maybe another third or something. Woodley has an upgrade, and let us go with a vertical threat, which is obviously what we're trying to make him. Look at that body. Look at that body type. He's a beast. 3 medium route. I mean, he's just like literally prototypical. Like, he's just a god. Of course, really good catching already, and he's just a solid player. A little bit of an overcast is not going to rain on our parade as both teams are rocking basically their color rush. All red versus all purple. It's going to be a very vibrant atmosphere. Of course, Zach Wilson seemingly having a pretty decent season so far. Of course, we'll have to actually see the numbers, but this can also be kind of misleading as you can get unlucky, you can get lucky. Nice jets. That's pretty cool, I suppose. Of course, that guy's bald, unfortunately. And here we are coming out with the perps. Look at us perpetrating a win here today, perhaps. Of course, I don't know. I just feel like the Bills don't have an identity. Like, is Zach Wilson really a guy that can, like, lead a culture? I don't know. Like, I feel like Gamble can because the man runs around like a madman taking hits and getting first downs and just running past players, juke moving people. Like, that just gets people hype no matter what. Of course, there's our backup quarterback who hopefully never has to see the field. He's got a bit of a strong arm, but accuracies are questionable, and he cannot run, unfortunately. But not the worst atmosphere. As long as it doesn't start raining, I'm cool with it. Mike McCarthy is their coach, which is very interesting. That's something, I suppose. And we will be receiving the ball first. Willette's looking to kick this one away as Nwangwu going to get a chance to return it. Nwangwu cuts it outside. Nice little moves. Only gets it at 25, but that's all right. Once again, he had a chance to break it free. The coach is already pissed off. Relax, dude. It's just started. Of course, Gamble season, not bad. 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. You got to remember there's a couple of interceptions that should not have been interceptions. A couple of plays where you kind of look at it as kind of like an arm punt, maybe like a mini arm punt. You're taking a chance rather than just making a dumb play. That's really the importance, in my opinion, of interceptions. As long as it's not just like a really bad read, it matters. The context matters, and Ferguson does enough. As Gamble, like we were just talking about, utilizing his legs, gaining 8 on the read option. Back in the pistol look, of course. Now you have to think about that read option, like just literally last play. You never know. As we're going to be looking for the inside of the field, and Ferguson's going to catch that ball to the 48-yard line. Not a bad start. Of course, they had the blitz coming and almost got there. Not quite fast enough. As we might be looking for the play action here. The fullback's looking pretty primed. Because, you absolutely just cannot run the ball here. They are not ready. They're not really looking to let us go. Throw it away. Good play. That was almost instant. I looked at all the options, too. The tight end wasn't really open. He had a really good player on him. The streak with Ferguson wasn't really open. The fullback wasn't open. There just wasn't anything open. The tight end, that's a little bit of a late read. It's really good defense by Levante David, though. All right, so pretty good coverage so far from them. Obviously, it doesn't help that once again Sky Moore is out. Gibbs. And there goes Tutu Atwell. Once again, another really good throw while being hit. Guy right in his face, delivering a really good throw. 50% completion, but it's a very tough 50%, as you can all tell. Maybe inside run, take it left if Mason finds a block. There you go. It's exactly what we're talking about, gaining about 6. It's exactly what I was hoping was going to happen. Looking at the numbers, pretty good numbers, obviously, for Hawkins this season. Definitely want to get his touchdown totals up if we can, but at the same time, touchdowns are a team effort. As long as we're scoring them, it doesn't really matter who gets them. And I predetermined that hard. I saw pre-snap Seth Williams actually had a pretty good release, but somehow he just got picked up. The corner just recovered. It's just, I don't know what to tell you. And there goes the tight end. Not an easy one, and he drops it. We were looking to go for the possession catch, but didn't have the time, and he just straight up drops the thing. It's really good coverage, though, once again. A little bit of wind and almost blocked. Tucker will put it in, though, as We will take the 3-point lead. It's still a lead. That's close. And yes, I seen it. I also seen it. I assume you seen it. I seen it. We won't talk about it, okay? I seen it. All right, some guy named Dale will be kneeling in the end zone. But here we are looking at Wilson's numbers, which we were curious about, which they're pretty good. I mean, they're very gamble-like, maybe a little bit better for the touchdown to pick ratio, but very gamble-like. Of course, I imagine he doesn't have his rushing numbers, though, or his bad offensive line, or his bad route running. It's a tough one, all right? It's a tough one. Of course, 1st and 10. Still a running team a little bit as they're going to... Oh, we missed hard. Going to find a gain of about 13 right away with Mitchell. I mean, that's the Red Seas, quite literally, right up the middle. Of course, this time we're not going to be messing around as much. We're going to be looking to actually stop it. And, of course, they're looking to not run it as Mr. Woolen is going to get torched there. Of course, gaining about 6. Did get the help of the interior player with, I think it was Jabril Cox. Cisco is now in. Going to try to blow this up, and he does a really good job, actually, only allowing 2. Once again, Cisco is a guy that maybe should be getting a little more looks than he does, as, you know, Anderson's not the greatest player. He has so much potential, but he's not really that great. And Jabril Cox just missed a pick. I don't know if Zach Wilson's strong arm was just able to get it in there early, but I thought we had a pick 6. It was a 50-50 ball. I really thought this was going to be dropped, but I suppose Jarvis Landry does have those strong hands, and he gets to it first and just snags it. That was close. That was a really close call. And there goes Anderson popping Mitchell. Mitchell's not an easy guy to bring down, so it looks like Mitchell's played a lot this season for them. How big of an injury was that for Swift? Doesn't look terrible either, but yeah, I mean, it's an injured-looking man. Screen pass, we can't get out there, but guess who does? Maddox. That man is all things run game. Anything like short and run game, anything to the running back, he's just all over it. Of course, they're going to go with man coverage. They need a little bit of yards to be able to get this field goal. Going to keep Cisco out there because I think Waller's going to have himself a play, and the pressure gets there. But I'm going to be honest, it might have saved him as Scott was kind of all over it. I don't know what the wind is like, but without, it's pretty tough field goal, so I see why they're punting it. See whether it can pin us, though. And that is going to put us really bad, actually, all the way down to the 6. That's a really good punt. The weird part is he punted it opposite side. I mean, I suppose if it's going to work, you know, do what you got to do. But at the same time, being on the receiving end of that, don't do what you have to do. Thank you. You know, don't, like, do that. As Hawkins is going to get killed in the hole for a gain of 2. You got a lot of motion on that right side with those tight ends. Might be able to be enough to drag them out on the screen. And they kind of left it. Good job by the lineman for once. Spin move, gets out there for the first. Honestly, just panicked. I really thought if we threw that ball away, it was going to be grounding, and it would have been a safety, so we just threw it back, which is just, you know, really dangerous. And there goes Nick Bosa reading it. Of course, Hawkins ain't going to get much, but more than, you know, it's better than getting destroyed by Nick Bosa and him probably taking the ball from us, scoring with us, you know, dabbing on our body or something. I don't know if that's something he would do, but screw it, dude. One-on-one. Ferguson has the look, and it's down to the 25. An absolute dot. Uh-oh. Our left tackle's injured. It's a win with a massive loss. I mean, he seems fine to me, but, I mean, who knows? Of course, looking for the play action. Ferguson really just having himself a good year this year. Ferguson to the end zone. It's not easy. And almost picked off. Who the hell is that? Elbow burstus. I think that's a catch, dude. Hurry. Hurry up. Hike the damn ball. Why didn't they challenge? Oh, my God. And that red zone marker absolutely tricked me, by the way. That absolutely was intercepted. Holy crap. That is surprising that they didn't challenge it. I'm very shocked by that. Gamble utilizing those legs. Bosa's a good player, but the one problem he has is he's not very fast. Gamble fumbles at the 1. And not only that, but they like pick it up, but they kick it into the end zone. They did that on purpose. No shot. You had to go for that. Like, you literally had to. Damn it, Gamble. It's like he forgot to protect the ball. Like he was just sprinting. Like you could see mid-run, he was just like, he looked down like he thought he was Jamal Charles and he was just going to run in untouched. So close to a super amazing play, and instead, their ball at the 20. As if the drive never existed. Huge hit by Tyndall. Oh my god. 2nd and 4, looking like a run, and it is. Oh, that little misdirection. Pretty solid. They're going to get just enough for the first. I mean, we're really committing to stopping the run, but it's really not working super well for us. Uh-oh. Wow, really good catch there by Gage, but, you know, kind of getting beat on the slant. It's not unexpected. And slants are tough to cover, especially when you're pressing and really depending on the interior to get there. Uh-oh. A lot of bodies falling down. Thankfully, Mitchell was one of them. Thought for a second he maybe would have had a chance to move out there and take it the distance. Come on, Jordan Davis. Come on! Of course, underneath, Woolen, really good hit on Waller, but once again, another first down. Like I said, I mean, obviously it was a close call with Cox, but he got the ball in there, you know? But, you know, different quarterbacks are able to have their way with us, just not Mahomes. I don't know what it is, but this Bills team, even though they have not scored yet, is looking very good right now. And we're bringing players up. I mean, most of them linebackers. Anderson gets, oh my lord, he just got depleted. Never saw it coming and died. Of course, adjusting our personnel to theirs. This could be a big mistake for them, unless it's a wide receiver screen or something. Ah, that's kind of where we're supposed to be, but Waller, he absolutely draws that attention. You know, he stops on a dime there, and, I mean, he probably gets the catch if they throw it to him. Here, we're not really lined up well. This is not a good look for us. And there you go, Jordan Davis finally kind of imposing his will. Anderson's kind of like the edge contain man, depending on which edge they decide to take. Probably a counter left. And we miss, but that's because Drake Jackson steals it. Yeah, they're really draining the clock now. Very smart by them to change their approach up. Just utilize what's working, control the game a bit, and potentially come away with points here. As Burns going to try to rush off the edge. Not getting that great of a push, but does enough. Back of the end zone. Doesn't get it. Booker throws him out of the club. In my opinion, it looked like he never got the other leg down. Booker just sent him away. That's a great try, but look at Booker. Doesn't get the left leg down. Look at the effort. It's not a touchdown, and they're not going to challenge. I mean, it's simply put. It's a really good play by Booker to save 7. Wade off the edge. Welcome back, buddy, but, you know, I'm going to need you to block a kick, please. Very low-scoring game so far. Of course, a couple of mistakes. Not super controllable, if you will. You know, fumbles. It's kind of just out of nowhere. As Nwangwu is going to just pick up all the way down to the 27, which is a huge return. It was like back of the end zone. It's a high-effort play no matter how you want to look at it. Of course, read option. They're kind of just going press man across the board, and it's absolutely working. Of course, Hawkins with a nice spin move, getting so much more because of it. About 8 yards on the play. Play action, you're really setting this up for Tutu Atwell. Like, he's literally the guy. But our run game's been good enough as well. There you go. Nice block and release for Woodley, who gets about 7 as well. It's a tough offense to read, but it's also a tough offense to orchestrate. There's a lot of moving parts. And that is a tough one. It's a dot, and Ferguson gets the feet down. What a throw by Gamble. Buffalo's going to challenge this, which I suppose, you know, that's a big play, but of all the challenges they could have had, that's in. I mean, it looks like it's in. The left foot gets down. The right foot is in. It's an amazing catch. It's just amazing. I mean, considering some of the other big plays they had that would have actually affected their scoreboard physically, a little surprised that that's the play they decided to challenge, but to each their own, I guess. Ferguson gets open here. Woodley. Ah, it's a good try. The pressure forced us out of the pocket. I seen Ferguson all the way, but we were just never going to get that ball back to him. Maybe could have tried to roll out and just throw it all the way across, but that's risk. Uh-oh, and there it is again, dude. I know they brought the blitz, but we also did bring... Did we bring an extra? I don't even know. The drive is derailing here a little bit. Of course, the problem is our left tackle. Wills is injured. But he's out there still. I mean, we're getting killed on that side more than Bosa, to be honest. And that's a pretty good play. Once again, it's not going to lead to a first down, but it's going to lead to points because of that effort. Good job, Seth Williams. Great pocket presence to just chill. Oh, my God. Look at this. Do they mind? I don't even know if this is going in. Couldn't really tell, like, is it the wavery arm or was that the wing? You know, like, either way, we do get the field goal. We're up by, what, 3. Okay, I forgot about the, I was like, wait a minute, did they score? No, Booker, the clutch man himself, keeping the lead for us with that effort. Gonna go press man. Of course, not really able to stop the run if they were to go inside zone, which they don't, thankfully. Trey Jackson gets locked up. Mitchell gaining about 3 on Cox, but, you know, it's not bad. Up front again, boys. This is really where the game's going to be won and lost. There you go, boys. That's huge. They lose a yard on top of it. You know, at this point in the game, it really hasn't been about, like, you know, getting them for a loss. It's been about just actually, you know, stopping them for less than 5 a play. And the pressure off the edge gets there. We kind of hesitated with our linebacker. We kind of pulled off. If he would have threw to the running back right away, though, that would have been a GG. There would have been no chance for us there. There was nobody there. Nice little block last second. And there goes Nwangwu. Cut inside. Oh, 1 to beat. All the way to the 47. There you go. Beautiful play. Man, they seem like they know exactly what play we're running every time. Maybe not so much as Seth Williams is going to get a first down there. It's a little bit of a bad throw. Seth turns it into a gain, though. Ferguson to the end zone as the safety looks like he's in the draw down. Maybe not, but he's still in a good spot. And, of course it's intercepted. That guy's got some patience. That guy's got some vision on him. Ferguson drops it, and the cornerback picks it up off the deflection. I mean, he's up there. I mean, he has the jump. McKinney just misses the jump timing. It just bounces off his hands. Of course, he won't recover. The cornerback never looks for the ball and somehow intercepts it. This guy's insane. Well, that sucks. Oh, my. Oh, I thought that was a run. Ah! Come on, Woolen, get him. Nice tackle. Nice. That was a pretty good play, action. That baited the hell out of me. Of course, the corner coming off the edge for the blitz has really been the huge factor for these blitzes. And there's nobody out there. Woolen, once again, it's all right. That's all right. I can't believe that interception, though. That is so dumb. It's a little bit of a late read, but that doesn't really affect the success of the play because the corner that picked it off is just out of the play. It's a one-on-one with our guy, you know, their guy having to get to the ball still. That's kind of the most important thing. Oh, my God, Maddox just got placed down. But once again, look at Jordan Davis. And he throws away. Jeez, that was close. Jordan Davis working through what appeared to be a double team. Burns right on his tail as well. Trying to strap in the rocket boosters, try to beat one another to the play. Jordan Davis killing it. Once again, they have a superstar right there. Burns, nice, you know, club over move. I think it was. They couldn't really tell. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Like, he used the speed rush to get the outside leverage. Woolen! Damn it. Those curls have been killing us. All right. Once again, blitz off the edge. Running back's open. I mean, it's a pretty good job by us, and Booker's got to get there. Of course, it's not going to play that much of a factor that he didn't. You know, waste of timeout, I suppose. But 3 yards is 3 yards, man. Man coverage. I mean, once again, a lot of our linebackers are, converted safeties. So, I said conservatives. I don't know what their political party is. Of course, doesn't matter anyways. The cameraman's dead. Jerry Jeudy, first down. They're going to booth review this, but I'm almost certain this was in. It's a really big drive for them here. It sucks that throw to Ferguson was on first down. Spin move. Come on, get up there. Oh, we got to the wrong player. Damn it. I don't want to call a timeout myself necessarily. Maybe should. I don't know, dude. We got to cover everything back here. And field goal, Zach Wilson. Now, I don't know if you can get another play like I just don't think you can give him another shot like that. That much time it's just too much. And he doesn't get the time, and he runs out of room. A good try, but like I said, you just can't give him that much time again. We were lucky not to give up a touchdown on that play. But low scoring, but still interesting. It's a close game, 6-all. We will have 17 seconds and 3 timeouts, which now you really think if you would call the timeout, you would have an extra 10, 15. But you know, what can I do there? They have 1 timeout left. We call a timeout for them, and you know, they just feel great about the time they have remaining. And we did have a jump ball situation with Ferguson. Almost caught it. He had the deep sideline throw. He did catch it. I think it's worth giving it a go. If there's something there, maybe take it. If not, go to halftime, hopefully, without giving up more points. That's a pretty good throw, and he gets out of bounds. Gains 11, 5 seconds. It's not terrible. Mesh spot. You're kind of looking for Woodley or Ferguson. Get to the sideline, Tutu. Come on. All right, basically we're just kind of setting up a like a jump ball shot maybe. And really, that corner's covering 2 players like a god. 64 yards. I don't know. Maybe we should have ran the ball to get closer because I don't know if we're going to get to this. Let's double that edge, I suppose. Or shift to that edge. Gamble. That's close. Almost? I mean, that's pretty close. It's a good try by Gamble, I suppose. Of course, 6-all. Definitely would like to run the ball more or just better, which we really haven't. As you can see, 6 run plays. Which is not going to do well with 6 run plays. But we're still in a good position. The problem is they get the ball here. So let's run inside as our change of focus and defend run inside as they've actually, when they wanted to, have run very well. All right, here's the test. Got a bunch of guys up here. We should be able to stop this, right? Or at least attempt. Oh, that wide receiver torched Booker. Oh, my God. Jerry Jeudy's killing us. Saw that right from the get-go. Zach Wilson thankfully didn't see it right away, so the yards were limited because of it. I think a lot of this does stem from the fact that Kenyon Green's doing very well, and that's a really good time throw. Jeudy again. But yeah, Kenyon Green's having a really good time of it against Jordan Davis right now, and that's playing a big factor. Of course, they are doubling him at times as well, but... And there you go, Tyndall, Jordan Davis just talking about it, gaining nothing. All right, Burns, we need you. We absolutely need you. And there you go. Oh, he did well, but once again, the running back wide open. It's kind of just like a 2-man game today. Mitchell and Jeudy are like the receivers you have to watch out for. Bringing the blitz, but I think Sean Wade, we're going to actually like pretend to run in, and we're actually going to cut back towards the middle of the field. And it was a good play, but the other side is what got beat because guess who? Jerry Jeudy, again. We have no answer for the man who's already up to 100 yards with still pretty much the whole second half to play. Backing up, the blitz really not working. We get it there, but he throws it away as he's being hit. Zach Wilson, a very aware man. Who the hell is that, Smurf? Scott wants you to play a little bit more inside just in case they do run it. Which they will. And Jackson with the Insta-shed doing a great job to hopefully hold this to 3. Yeah, we came with mid before. This is going to be a tough job for Tyndall to get back on Waller, but going to trick him into thinking it's a blitz when it's not. And over the middle of the field, it's going to be an underneath throw. Swarm, there you go, Tyndall. Running the whole freaking length of the field to get there. All right, Wade, you know the offense is kind of struggling today. Be nice to give them some points. We will not, unfortunately, but that will give them their first lead of the game. Maybe not so much on the kick return game, but the return game in general, Langley was doing pretty well, so also going to get a bit of a short kick here, which is definitely going to help the yards or not. Wow, what a play. How did he tackle us there? It was insane. Either way, there's no real excuses. You're back at where you kind of expect to be, 24, 25-yard line. And we're going to hand this off. Oh, my, there's just nobody, nobody's blocking. Come on, guys. Block better, please. Mosley's not an edge rusher, so let's start blocking him like he's not. Let's smoke him. Not, Oh, no! What is that throw by Gamble? That's going to be a hold on us. That is huge. That could lose us the game. Obviously, they're declining it. What the hell was that throw? Ferguson's wide open. And we missed. Ooh, that could have been big. I mean, defense going to have to hold them to another field goal because touchdown at this point in the game could be the game. 2nd and 6 from the 20. Now we just ran it. Oh, my Lord, Booker. And he misses. Thankfully, Jabril runs it down to the 2. All right, this is where Jordan Davis eats. Let's see him eat again. Come on, Jordan. Blow this up, buddy. And not really. It was actually Maddox who doesn't give up his lane there. Back to the 2. If they motion, we'll not run the run commit, but if they don't, we're just going to keep it. And we can't get through, and that's going to be a touchdown for the fullback. Not looking great. Let's call a fair catch. Look at the way the blocks are lined up. We would have had to run hardcore left, and we were starting on the right. Gamble really selling there. Gambling our game's chance of winning here. And not really getting out there as enough as the left guard, but better than most of our guards, I suppose. Let's test Ferguson's route running, I suppose. That's a tough one, but that's a really good catch by Tutu. Actually a good throw. They might see that as a bad throw, but we definitely wanted him to come back to the ball, and we just threw the ball to him that way. And what? Oh, my God. At least it's a great throw. And he drops it. Why did we not set our feet there? I mean, it didn't matter because the throw was on the money, but Tutu Atwell's release is so bad. There's no way he's going to beat downfield. Oh, no. Ferg. Drops it. Oh, my God, Ferguson. Nah, Nick Bosa absolutely kind of forcing that one on us. This is looking bad, dude. Okay, make the read. The tight end. And Woodley holds on. Oh, my God. We've had some drops from him, too, and that was the biggest play of the game for us. Down by 10. I mean, you got to score on this drive. Something, at least. Seth Williams actually had a decent game for us, so I'll actually reward him with a deep look. Let's go to the fullback, actually. And Ben Mason gained about 6. We're moving, at least. Gaining 7, actually. We're moving. Streak down the field. Ferguson on that slant. Interesting. Touchdown? That safety missed it, and diving into the end zone is Woodley. Back on the board with a score. Of course, not on top. And I wouldn't say, like, because we actually scored very quickly there, that we need to start playing with more urgency, because we kind of got lucky. I mean, that drive, we very well were looking like we're going to have to punt. I mean, it was bad. 3rd and 10, and, you know, we hit as we're throwing again, and Woodley has to catch one in traffic. I mean, it's just not a play that is high percentage, just like their run calls here, which is a little confusing. 3rd and 9. I mean, I suppose their run game has done very well, but right now it's not, so 3rd and 9, biggest play of the defensive side of the game. I mean, we have too many to cover. Booker. And he lets him catch. Booker! Booker just got mossed by a slot wide receiver. I wasn't touching that with a 10-foot pole. Of course, Drake Jackson missing. What is he doing? What is he doing? And then he dives. I mean, hell, forget the biggest play of the game defensively to make the stop. I mean, they got a touchdown on it. There goes Gamble. Oh, my God. Come on, Ferg. Ferg has had a couple of decent plays this game, but overall, he's been off his, mark. I don't care what anyone says. Woodley under. Oh, my God. We don't deserve to win this game. Gamble is just, he's losing his mind. He's messing up on simple things. He's just messing up on the stupid stuff. We took too long. Probably should have just taken the underneath. I mean, I guess we have to punt it. Kicking to Wade's side, I suppose. Not bad. Ball goes way... Oh, my God. The kicking bar was a lie. The fans threw me off, dude. I guess is the technical way of it. Uh-oh. You got to close down on that. You got to close down on that. Yeah, look at that. 3rd in sacks on the season. 0 sacks today. And honestly, outside of like 1 or 2 plays, really not even any pressures. Not a good look for us so far. Cisco, get out there. And, oh no, he slips away for the first down. Once again, look at their offense is like awful as well. And we're giving them all these plays. We got to stop them to a field goal. If we don't stop them to a field goal, the game's over. And there you go. Finally, we get there. Talking about 0 sacks, we get one, and it's a big one. 12 yards lost. Going to try to play a little conservatively here. Try not to give them, too much of a chance to get back in on this drive. And have your field goal, just nothing more. Oh, cut back. Oh, what a tackle by Maddox. My boy. Even though I just talked about replacing him. Of course, it would be great to not give up a field goal, but we have to protect the first down line. And he's just going to whip it with Woolen picking it off. And he's going to return this. He got speed. Nice little move. Slips it to the 35-yard line just about. That's big. Especially for Woolen, who's struggled all day long. That's a massive play. But with that distance, with the inside leverage, there's no way you're ever going to get that in front. Seth Williams is a tall man. Let's go underneath. Woodley. Oh, that was a nice little play there, gaining about 7. And our left guard is injured, which is great because we clearly don't have any injuries at that position. Of course, the clock will stop, which is nice, but outside of that, it's not really that good. Barch back in, I imagine. And that was a dangerous one, but Tutu Atwell holds on. Really good catch. Of all the people to catch a tough one. Dislocated elbow, so Barch is in for the rest of this game. Come on, Barchy boy. There goes Tutu Atwell again. I get it. There's pressure, but you've made a couple of those throws today. You gotta just stick it tough in the pocket and just throw it, dude. Get that ball there, 2nd and 10. And another really bad throw saved by Woodley. Oh my god, he was sitting still. I changed some of the sliders, didn't touch QB accuracy. I actually don't know what's going on in this one. It's actually running up the middle. I haven't really trusted they were in a ground game, but they also don't really look like they're ready for it, which they kind of weren't. I think we could kick the field goal here, but we do need a touchdown regardless. What's the wind, actually? Oh, man. I think that's a good kick. That kicking arc thing is really... You can't do... that's just busted. You can't do that. That's just not legal. That's just not legal. That's just... The accuracy was in the range. But because their fans are having a good time, I can't kick a field goal with the greatest kicker of all time. The hell does that even mean? What the hell, dude? Well, that sucks. Oh, that sucks even more. That could be game. That is a massive first down. It was 4th and 1, but the clock is dwindling, and we need the ball back anyways. So if you waste all the clock getting that touchdown, and you have no time to stop him anyways. Waller, that's a late read, but, I mean, it's a small man, of course. It goes out of bounds, so it's debatably null, if you will, Going out of bounds there kind of makes it where it's like, okay, could have been worse. It was already a first down anyways. Getting a little bit closer here for what already seemed like a scoring drive. Doesn't really matter that much. I think the defense has done enough to win this game, and the offense clearly just has not. They haven't. Obviously, the defense has made some big errors. Oh, my God. There's no safe. Where's the linebackers, dude? Running goal line. Goal line here from the 7. Which I suppose makes sense, but with these receivers out here, that's okay. Goes out of bounds on top of it, only gaining 2. Kind of works for us. Come on, defense. We just kind of talked you up a little bit, saying you did enough to win the game. Offense just let you down. Show us that we're right. And Woolen, the hero. Not even his assignment. Swats the ball perfectly. Come on, dude. We need to stop. We need to stop. He's open in the back of the end zone. He has to throw it away. Whoo! Tyson Anderson. Wade. Hear me out. Do it. Send it. He will not send it. But 2 touchdowns wins the game. Just saying. It's not likely, but we have all our timeouts. We have 3 minutes. Nwangwu has had a kick return touchdown this season. You just never know. You got to kick return it with him. Like, you have no choice. Of course, I don't know how we're lined up here. That's an okay try, but once again, not going to get us there. Talked about trying to run the ball more, and you know, we gave up on it a little early, but at the same time, we just never had a chance. The run game just hasn't existed. That's a late read, but I mean, there's just nobody open. That's a gain of 2. I mean, how are they covering deep and like short? Like, what kind of mathematics is going on here? And in behind the play, there you go. That's what we need to see. Let's hurry up and spike it. All right, if we can find an outside play, maybe. 2nd and 10. Hawkins isn't the worst here. I don't even want the fullback and running around. Not that he's not been good. Oh, there's nobody on the running back. Hawkins, nice. To the 40. Field goes off the charts, off the books. Wouldn't want to have a chance at it anyways. Shallow cross. I mean, we do have a chance to run it here. Like, why not? Because our team sucks. 3 down linemen, we gain a yard running the ball. I mean, if that doesn't signify the kind of game it's been. 2nd and 9, we're going to go verticals. Ferguson on the drag route. Could be looking for Tutu Atwell. A little bit of a late read, and he just straight up drops it again. What is wrong with Ferguson? These two, the two big two, the quarterback and the freaking wide receiver, have been awful. Campbell, I mean, maybe you could throw it there, but and just once again, we slide, but it just doesn't register. Seth Williams instead of the out. Maybe they're looking for the out. And that's a pretty good throw. What? How was that picked? It was maybe slightly underthrown. Maybe. What happens? Okay, dude. GG. What in the world is that? Run commit, obviously, because why wouldn't they run it? Some run commit. 3 interceptions for Gamble. One of them is his fault. The other 2 are just his receivers absolutely letting him down. One was just an awful throw on a short pass, too, but are we really just not going to, like, it's going to come down to the safety on a run commit to stop the play? A safety that probably should actually be in the trenches with them, which would signify that they would get burned for a touchdown on both of those plays. Again, they actually almost got the first. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, once again, it's a long shot, but it is what it is. You got to try. All right, Cisco, you've actually made some really good plays here in this drive to stop them. Can't get out there, though. I mean, he had a chance to return it. Not really going to be able to have much of a chance, but there's enough time for him to, you know, at least catch it. So give him a chance. I thought we had a chance with a touchdown with Seth Williams there. And that's not bad, actually. Look at Gamble. And 2, it's hurt. That's clutch. That's clutch. That's not going to waste a timeout. I mean, we don't have a timeout, but you know what I mean. It's not going to waste the runoff. Rolling out. Stepping in and rolling out to not throw it. Maybe freezing the defense perhaps a little bit. Beautiful. And the tight end. Touchdown. Woodley. Would have loved to see this a little bit earlier, but, I mean, I guess you have an onside chance. You're going to let us kick the field goal up the middle, or what's the story? Is it going to widely go? Just glad the field goal technically didn't matter, because obviously it would have been really sad here, but here it is. Tucker can make up for his missed kick. Not that that really is the reason why we've lost. Oh my God, what the hell? Okay, well, that ability is busted. That ability is busted. It just made the onside kick do that. I've never even seen that. I mean, that's not a bad try, though. I mean, if you're kind of expected to come inside to block or, you know, maybe try to recover a loose ball in case your teammate makes a mistake, you know, it coming straight down on you like that. I mean, if it would have hit him off the shin, you never know, but unfortunately, we do lose the game by 6. It was a hell of an effort. Just way too many mistakes. I mean, the amount of mistakes we had where we were just like, we're about to score, and then we give it away. About to score, give it away, you know, and just like having a drive, give it away. So many giveaways. Fumble the ball on the one with Gamble. A couple of jump balls with big receivers that just never came down with it. Of course, at least with Sky Moore, you know you're not going to get the jump ball, so you want to be throwing that to Seth Williams. But at the same time, whether it's a Woozier or not, that should have been just a deflection or a chance for us to pick it. Once again, I will admit it was slightly, just ever so slightly underthrown, which maybe played the ultimate factor. But yeah, I mean, it also didn't help that we couldn't run the ball at all, and it wasn't good. Gamble did finish with 380 yards, but once again, 3 interceptions. Did finish with 2 touchdowns, which is nice, but not great. Of course, slinging that rock, trying his best to win the game. Run game just never existed. I mean, we didn't run it much, but when you run 7 for 17... and then you're your guy, I mean, it really didn't matter because it was too late to, you know, try to run it anyways, but 3 down linemen, your running back gets 1 yard. It's not a good sign. Of course, Mitchell was held as much as possible. Woodley had a pretty good game. Judy was great. Tutu Atwell had a couple of plays. Ferguson, I don't really count it. Of course, Seth Williams, his catch was, you know, kind of last second. It was a cool play. You know, we actually were able to turn it into something, but unfortunately a little too little, you know, a little too late, but kicking, of course, missed one with Tucker. Didn't really matter too much, but yeah, a bit of a brutal one. Also, I don't know if it mattered because I imagine we scored anyways, or I don't know, maybe it actually looked like we threw a pick there or something, but how is this not a late hit on the quarterback? Like, what is that? He could literally run past him or just, like, hold him up. He just takes him straight down. Hey, maybe that's why you can see he's, like, trying to hold him up, but the momentum takes him down. I get it. I'm grasping at straws. Okay, I understand. But, you know, when you lose a game that close, you know, you don't want to lose it, right? So it's just brutal. Of course, Patriots next week. One new injury. It's going to be our left guard, isn't it? It's a dislocation, right? Oh, my God. Can we relax? Oh, I forgot about Stearns, too. I was wondering why I didn't say his name much. So we have lost Jonah Jackson for a couple of weeks. But I think we have that bye week coming up. Stearns had a hit pointer before the game started. Same with Darden. So, I mean, we do have a list of injuries, in fairness, but still no real excuse to lose the way we lost. Of course, at least we're not the Eagles, I guess. But that's pretty much going to be it. I still had a lot of fun. It was, you know, a tough one. It was a tough battle, of course. You know, just kind of the unexpected is what beat us. You know, you look at that guy named Nick Bosa. He was good, but it was the other side, really, that was giving us troubles, to be honest. Nick Bosa, maybe he was getting double teamed. Perhaps that's what kind of led to that, you know, feel. But Nick Bosa was held in check as much as possible outside of the read options. I mean, he read it every single time, which does play a big factor. But, you know, it's just we couldn't run the ball. The left side of the line was getting torched. The receivers were just not giving it their effort in, you know, the catching. I mean, Ferguson had the ball literally springboard off his hands multiple times, and one of them leading to an interception. Gamble was a little off as well. I don't know if it was because of the pressure, and he's just trying to get the ball out as quick as possible, but just wasn't our best showing. But that's the point of getting a lot of wins out the gate is, you know, you're afforded a loss or two here or there. So going to try to pick it back up next week against the Patriots. We're at home this time as well. Then we have the nice bye week. And then we, of course, go to Chicago. But still, the season's very well much intact. Of course, the Cowboys could extend their lead to 8-3. We'll see how, you know, that goes after the next week. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, appreciate your continued support. And yeah, maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden stuff. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!